Whiskey Ginger fans, welcome back to the show. If it's your first time joining the show, welcome to the show. We got a good one for you today, like my man Steve Harvey done say. And, ladies and germs, do your boy a favor. We might have already hit it by the time this is out, but 500,000 subs. Thank you so much for pushing us around. Pat yourself on the back for doing that. I do appreciate that, man. After all this time, we got 500,000 subscribers on the channel now, I hope, by the time this comes out. And it means a lot, man. I love you guys. I really appreciate you leaving a comment down below for the algorithm, spreading around the Whisk Ginge word, and also I'm doing a couple of pop-up dates. I might do a couple of more, but I'm touring around the country and the world doing this other show for the Live Golf Tour. I'll tell you all about that at another time. But I'm May 22nd and 23rd. 22nd, Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. 23rd of May, I'm doing 2 shows in Winnipeg, Manitoba. Go to andrewsantino.com, andrewsantino.com. Also, me and Robert E. Lee, are going to London and Dublin. And it's July 18th and 19th. London and Dublin. Go to badfriendspod.com for that. Go to andrewsantino.com for my dates and go see me and the Bobo do some beans on toast.
In here, we pour whisk, 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 whisk.
You're that creature in the ginger beard.
Sturdy and ginger.
Like vampires, the ginger gene is a curse.
Gingers are beautiful.
You owe me $5 for the whiskey and $75 for the horse.
Gingers? Oh, hell no.
This whiskey is excellent.
Ginger. I like gingers.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Whiskey Ginger. My guest today is one of my favorite people on earth. I say that for all my guests, but I mean once again today, it is Kelsey Cook.
Yay, thanks for having me.
Thank you for coming by. I appreciate it. Love the shoes, by the way. The fans might not be able to see them, but they're
Thank you.
multicolored. I would say this is kind of, it's not neon, but it's got like, it's got like the 80s funk pop vibe. Mm-hmm. They're green, blue, and a little bit of, is that red? What do we call that?
Yeah, I would say it's red. Can I tell you a life hack I figured out? These are actually kids' Nikes, and they were like $35.
What?
Because they go pretty big. I don't have like that small of feet, but the kid sizes go big, and you can get them for like half the price.
What size are your feet?
Like a 7 in women's?
That's a normal size woman's shoe.
Yeah, and I'm telling you.
I don't think I can do that. I'm a 12 and a half. I don't think it's going to work out.
Most men probably aren't going to work out. But
also, asking is even weirder to be like, do you guys have kid shoes for me? They're like, sir,
just
please
show
leave.
Childless, yeah.
Yeah.
Also, is there a Chuck E. Cheese nearby, perhaps? I can just pop over after.
Where's like a little league field that I could go hang out at and see if there's any shoes there that I like? Well, they're fantastic. You are for the audience a phenomenal comedian that I met many years ago. You left us a little bit ago to be in love with another wonderfully talented comedian, Chad Daniels, and now you live happy and free outside of Los Angeles.
It's true.
Good for you, man.
Thank you.
You have a house, you own land.
Yeah.
Life is good.
I listened to the episode with Taylor.
Oh, yeah.
Because people were like, oh, they talked about you for a little bit. And, Taylor's one of my best friends. And you guys were talking about like, Kelsey got out.
Kelsey got
free to the Midwest. Living a good life
It's like
out
Shawshank Redemption. It's like, oh, my man, dude, he escaped. How did she get out? She crawled through 4 football fields of shit to get out, but you did it.
I did it. It was worth
I think
it.
the last time that I did talk to you, though, you did say you were. Maybe I'm wrong, but I feel like you did bring up the idea that you were going to take off from LA because you were on the road anyway all the time.
Yeah, well, I left LA at the end of 2020 because everything was shut down.
Yeah.
Went back up to Spokane, where I'm from. Ended up staying there for 2 years, helping take care of my mom. And then at that point, Chad and I were doing long distance. Touring out of Spokane is like such a fucking nightmare.
It's a small
this
airport.
Tiny airport.
Yeah.
You're up in the corner. It was killing me. So moved to Minnesota 2 years ago. And it's so weird. You would never think that that's like an ideal place to live as a comedian. But if you're on tour, that airport's incredible.
Yeah.
I'm like, I never thought I'd be horny for an airport. I fucking love that airport so much.
You come every time you get there?
I'm like, oh my God.
God, this is hitting right, dude.
Because as a comic, an airport is kind of your office. Like you are there on a weekly basis.
Yeah.
That airport is so clean, so nice. And like all my flights are nonstop now. It's
Right, you don't have to do
very
that.
easy time zone changes. It just like, it really changed my life in the best way.
It's good.
Yeah.
Well, the winters are tough. But shout out Minnesota. I'm shooting my special there, so it was deliberate. I did a radio interview and the guy was like, "Why Minnesota?" And it's hard to articulate it because it's always going to come off like I'm being cheap, but it's like, the crowds are incredible. It's just a great comedy. I don't know, something about Minneapolis has a great comedy vibe to it.
Yeah.
The vibration is good. And I said, I don't know if I regretted it, but I was like, look, Minneapolis is a very like it's a very blue city, and there's red spots all over Minnesota.
Right.
So I feel like you're going to get like different political ideologies. You're going to get different socioeconomic statuses coming through. So like you're not getting one kind of person. And he was like where? I was like, well, I'm not gonna shoot at another city. You know what I mean?
Right. Exactly.
Like you can't as a comic when they're always like, what's your favorite place? Your least favorite place? It's always like, well, I don't know if I'm gonna go back.
Exactly.
So I can't tell
we
you.
gotta leave it neutral
Yeah.
for now. But then when we decide we're like fucking burn Syracuse down, like we don't need to go there.
Well,
yet,
let's do it.
whatever.
I can do it right now. I'll burn one. He knows which one I'm going to burn first, and that's going to be no. I might be tricking
I'm
you.
excited. I
You know,
wanna
you know a
hear.
few of them, but
think you're gonna say
Memphis,
Memphis,
buddy, I will
Interesting.
never be back. Hey, Memphis, I'll never be back. And also, Memphis didn't want us. They did not enjoy us. We did. It was a weird experience. I feel bad for the fans because I'm sure there's a lot of people that like really wanted to be good, but Memphis isn't a comedy city, and it's not for maybe my crowd. How about that?
Was it a Bad Friend show or was it your show?
I did a bad show, but I've
Okay.
also done one of my own shows there many, many moons ago.
Okay.
But before I was really like a slotted headliner. Like I was kind of. It was tough.
Yeah.
It was really tough, man. The crowd was terrible. I was almost like they don't want us to do comedy.
The venue was bad.
It was bad. Yeah.
Damn.
Memphis, have you played?
So I haven't played. I went when Chad was on the Fully Loaded tour 2 years ago, and
yeah.
I went just to like watch and cheer him on. And it was an outdoor amphitheater. I mean, it was like fine and great. I mean, those experiences are a whole other
Yeah,
thing.
it's a different thing.
But yeah, I don't know. Like the town itself, I wasn't like, this is the greatest place I've ever been to. But it was.
They didn't let us walk to go get food.
Yeah,
we
well,
wanted to go get
technically,
food.
We were in Graceland.
We were in Graceland.
Oh, okay.
But we walked to go get. We were like, "Can we walk to go get food?" And the promoter was like, we'll get you guys a car." And I was like, "No, I'd like to walk. Like we've been on a bus. We were tired." I was like, I want to like get my legs."
Yeah.
And he was like, "I don't think you should walk." I was like, "It's that bad?" He's like, "I just let us get you a car." I was like, "Good God."
Damn.
Yeah. So
That's it.
I love you, Memphis. It was wild. I did not enjoy it. It like stuck. It's stuck in me now forever.
Forever.
Yeah, it's something about it.
Can I tell you why it's Syracuse for me?
Yeah.
Have you done the Syracuse Funny Bone?
I never have. No.
Okay. So I was there maybe, has it been 2 years? It's been a while now. And the show was about to start. And the manager came back to the green room and said, hey, you got to stay in here because there's been a shooting in the mall. It's a mall
It's a mall club. Yeah.
And they're like, active shooter. He used the words active shooter.
Oh, he's still doing it.
When you hear those, you picture like trench coat walking down the aisles.
Totally.
And so I tear up. I'm terrified. We're like, well, what the fuck are we gonna do? The manager was like, do you, like, the mall is evacuated, but like, do you still want to do the show? I was like, no, man. Like, I couldn't believe
With an active shooter?
He put that on me
Yeah.
to make that decision. Like, okay, guys, we got to evacuate just because your headliner doesn't want to perform anymore. Like, I'm like, this isn't, the mall's evacuating.
Yeah.
But I think he was like maybe an ex-military guy. We're very unfazed.
Sure.
Very like unimpressed with the shooting. Like,
Yeah.
this is nothing. I'm
Not
like,
that big of a deal.
I'm shitting my pants.
Yeah.
Absolutely terrified. And so we left, but we found out later it was like a targeted gang thing. It was, I don't know that anybody actually was hit, but it was like 2 shots and they were out. But it turns out that mall they have like shootings every 3 weeks. I'm like, why the fuck?
What? In Syracuse?
Yeah.
Oh
It's
my
like
God.
a very...
Is this a common thing that I just don't know?
Well, I didn't know either. I probably wouldn't have said yes to performing there if
Right.
I had known
Never
that.
going
but
there again.
That was one of those ones where it's like, you know what? I feel this is a good enough reason to be like, I don't need to go back there.
No,
that was
you're
pretty
good.
traumatizing.
Yeah, you're good.
Pretty terrifying.
Crowds
So,
were probably okay, but no, other than that, you can't.
I wasn't drawing very well then, and my opener Tommy would bring his camera to shoot the sets, and I remember asking him like, "Hey, is there a room out there to put the camera up?" And it was like the room was half full. He's like, "Oh yeah,
Oh yeah. He's like, you only have one? We could do 6 cameras out there. We could have a crane,
we
dude.
do a 50 camera
Yeah,
shoot.
we could jib this
with the
thing to death, dude. You want something on rollers, bro? We're good, man.
Yeah.
Who's Tommy? Do I know him? Do I know who he is?
Tommy Brennan.
Tommy Brennan. Oh yeah, I know him.
Yeah.
I met him in New York.
Yeah, he just
Yeah.
started opening for Nikki.
Yeah, I met
So,
him I met him in New York. He knows Laura Peak really well, and she opens
and
for
she
me
opens
on the
for-
road.
that's
yeah,
right. Laura's so great, too.
Laura and Zach
Yeah.
Townsend, they split time. It is so funny when what's interesting is like people will come to shows now too, and they'll ask, they'll be like, who is opening? Because if they've seen, if they know that you're with them, it is kind of a cool thing for me to watch. like them kind of get more of like, they're like, oh, I like that. I think I saw her with and I want to see her on this show. I was like, it's
That's so
getting back to the
cool.
place where comedy community, I think, is getting stronger again. Because it goes through waves of very singularity. Like everyone wants to be like, it's my show, it's about me. And now I feel like everyone's trying to help more people kind of, I feel like it, which is where it should be in the first place.
It's the nicest. I mean, I get when certain headliners are like, no, I just want to use the local people in each city, which is its own nice thing. It's its cool thing. But I toured with Jim Norton for 3 years. He changed my life completely.
Yeah.
Like to get to give that opportunity back to somebody else is like the greatest feeling.
That's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
It feels like the thing that like I hear my dad being like, that's what you have to do.
Yeah.
Like go say hi to her. And you're like, I don't want to go say hi to her. Like, you know, like some aunt, and he's like, do it.
Hug her.
Do it. She sends you money every year for your birthday. You're like, hi, Aunt Susie.
She smells weird.
Yeah, she stinks. Why does she smell every time? Stop. She has cancer. Will you stop saying that?
Oh my god, something horribly dark.
That's what that's what it's like.
Yeah.
But no, you're bringing it up for the next generation is good. And also touring with Jim has got to be super fun.
Oh my god.
I mean, he's a lunatic. He's the best.
It was a wild time. It was, I think a lot of the stories I got from it were from Club Soda Kenny.
Oh yeah, we just talked about Club Soda Kenny. This guy's getting so much.
That's crazy.
He's everywhere, man.
Yeah, he used to. He would do like the God mic off stage to bring me up, but he would always go, "Ladies and gentlemen, Jim Norton," and people go, "Ah," and then he'd go, "But first," and you could just hear the whole crowd like, "Oh God!" And then I'd walk out, and then they'd especially be like, "Looks like a good time to take a dump," and they just like file out for 20 minutes and come back.
That's so mean to intro like that. I think that's so mean to do that. You have to give someone the prop up a little bit, like, you know, get them a little bit amped up. I try to sell it as much as I can. Because it's also weird that they like hear you or they think you're going to come out and you bring out someone else. And it's almost like, well, I don't want to hear them go, I don't want to hear them groan because I'm not out there. That's so mean. I try to hype it up a little bit. Club Soda Kenny, man, you're an evil, evil man. But first...
Oh, he used to, you know, those like really, they're so trashy. The Victoria's Secret like tote bags that women have in the airport. They're like the free with purchase, whatever. Yeah. That was like my exclusive, like my day-to-day purse. It was such a trash move, but whatever.
That's
I had
hot,
no
dude.
money.
Yeah, hell yeah.
And so it was like my travel bag with me. And I would be, you know, we'd have to get to the airport fucking 5:30 in the morning. I'd look like absolute garbage, just a dumpster fire, no makeup, greasy hair, but I'd have that bag with me and we'd be walking down just like the quiet terminal and he would shout at like 6 in the morning, "Victoria's Secret model coming through."
No, dude.
And everybody would stop and try to find where I was.
Yeah.
And then they would stare at me for just long enough to be like, "No, she's not." And I'd be like, it was like a brutal way to start the day. You're just your self-esteem immediately in the toilet for people to like just gauge you long enough to be like,
Right.
No,
she's not. I don't think there's no way, right?
there's no way.
Yeah, but it is nice to have the conversation. It's funny that somebody goes, maybe I don't know, have I seen her in something? It's also when somebody, I told him like when people recognize me and stuff, like it's always fun, but sometimes like, you know, like they'll catch you off guard at the airport because you're like out of it, you're tired, you're sleepy.
Yeah.
And I was sitting on a flight, and this black dude was like waiting. He was like standing in the you know, it was backed up the line, and I'm sitting down and I'm kind of on my phone and it's early, and he goes, "Yo, you that dude from that shit?" And I looked up and I was like, "Oh, hey man, what's up?" Like I'm trying to keep it, you know, like trying to be a little bit quiet. It's the morning. He's like, "Oh yeah, yo, oh yeah, oh yeah, bro." And then he turns around into the jet bridge, like back into the jet bridge to his buddy. He goes, "Hey, it's that motherfucker from that shit that we saw on that and he's trying to explain to him. And I see the guy poke his head. He goes, "That's that dude from that shit. What up, man?" I'm like, holy shit. It's the most You're like, I'm folding inside myself. Because you know, everyone else is sitting around like, who the fuck is this guy?
Exactly.
Who is this idiot that they know, this redheaded guy? And then they keep going like, and you'll see someone go, "Sorry, I don't know who you are. Who are these guys?" And then you have to go, "I'm nobody, man. This is very weird for me."
Isn't that weird? And you have to explain.
Yeah, I'm a nobody. Please don't.
God.
I have no other thing to say. "I'm so sorry. I don't know who. I've never seen you." You're like, "It's fine. Let's just be quiet about it. Let's just go. Let's go to Syracuse."
Nobody
Okay.
look at me.
I have a job tonight to do. Let's go to Syracuse.
Oh my God. Please name your next tour that guy from that shit.
That guy from that shit.
That guy from that shit.
By the way, it actually is kind of that's pretty applicable. That guy from that shit. You that dude from that shit? And the way he said it was so like, I knew he didn't know, and he was never going to get it. So I didn't even try.
Yeah.
You know, when someone's like, I've seen you, have I seen you on it? And then you can't go, well, and then name your resume. So I have to go, oh, yeah, I don't know, man. I guess you've seen it. Again, I didn't want him to search for it because I knew he was going to stand there for an hour and be like, yeah, come on, man. How do I know you?
Brutal.
Yeah, you on that shit? You're on that shit, right? You're on that shit? I'm on the shit. I'm one of the guys on the shit.
I am.
You are right, though. That is our office. I think it's we sit for more hours inside of an airport or transporting to and from airports than anybody could ever imagine.
No, it's
How many? You have over
horrifying.
1 million on anybody?
I think 500,000 on Delta. I do Delta now.
I got half a million on Delta,
do you? Okay.
and I have 1.2 and a half on American.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's disgusting.
That's what's so crazy. For some people, they're like, "Whoa," and for us, we're like, "That's gross."
It's sad.
That's
It actually makes me
really-
a little bit sad. It's just like a reminder of how little you actually are where you're supposed to be.
Yeah.
Like we live here, and it's like, well, I'm not here. I even said that one time
know.
I went home. I was like, is this my house? Do I live here? Like, I don't even feel like I fucking live here anymore.
It's such a weird thing. Like Chad and I have our dream house now,
Yeah.
and we don't get to be in it because we have to
so
leave to
wild.
pay for it.
Yeah, you gotta leave to pay for the house.
Yeah.
Do you guys? Now you never toured together, have you?
We're about to in April for 3 dates.
Whoa.
We're gonna do a theater in Long Island, a theater in Jersey, and then a casino in Philly.
Hell yeah.
So I'm very excited for that. We did a show together once in Minneapolis a while ago where we went on stage together after we went on stage by ourselves, told jokes about each other, and then we went back on stage together and like each person had to have their chance to give their side of the joke and like defend
Very good.
their point. And so we're going to do that a little bit.
Little point counterpoint there.
Mm-hmm.
How dark does it get? Do you take real shots?
No. That's for the Patreon.
All right, dude. So apparently Patreon's OnlyFans now, I guess. This is a whole new world.
Patreon's where we do our couples therapy.
That's where you
basically.
really get it
Just
out.
Paid couples therapy, yeah.
That's fantastic. Make the fans pay for your pain.
Yeah.
They're getting it the other way. Might as well let them in the room while you're getting through the
Yeah.
bullshit.
People seem to like it.
Are you guys? You're not married. Are you married? You're not married.
We're not, but it's so funny. We own a house together. We just got life insurance
Oh,
together.
you're married.
We're married.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah.
If you have property together, dude, and you have life insurance, so if he dies, you get it. You die, he gets it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're married.
We're married.
It's the same shit.
I know he's planning on proposing at some point. I don't know when or how, but it's just been in a weird order. We've done
Right.
all the like deeply unromantic shit first, but it makes me feel like mature. It makes me feel like I'm getting married for good reasons where I'm like, it's not like I don't care about the dress and all that shit anymore. I'm like, I love that we have fucking life insurance. It's
Yeah,
like,
yeah. Well,
this feels like
it's important.
adult shit. Yeah, I don't know. I like it.
Yeah, in case something happens.
Yeah.
In case, and then
Yeah.
then you get all that money, you get to live in that house, and you don't have to travel as much.
It is a weird feel. I've never had life insurance with somebody. It is
So
weird when you
gross.
sign that and you kind of look at each other like, don't you fucking do anything weird?
It's the grossest
Don't you?
thing.
Like, I hope I know
we
you
just did
well
it.
enough that you
yeah,
won't.
we had the phone call about it. It's like,
It's
and,
so
and
dark.
they're like, and
yeah.
when you're dead, who gets this?
Yeah.
And you're like, I guess if we both are dead, my sister, and then maybe if my parents, and like, your parents will probably be dead, so who's next? And you're like, oh my God, dude. Okay.
Isn't it horrifying?
Then you have to, and it is gross. So you have to like go down the list of who probably is dead, and who would you like leave whatever to, like, who gets all this stuff that you've acquired, all the bullshit that you've acquired. It's very dismal. We went out and had a drink afterwards. I was
Good
like,
for
let's go
you
get
guys.
food and a drink
Let's
because it was
lighten
uncomfortable.
up a little bit. Let's go Cheesecake Factory.
Let's go to the factory.
Let's go to the factory.
What's date night for two comedians that go out together? Where are you two going for date night?
I feel like we do a lot of things around sports. He has Wild season tickets that he splits up with some friends. So I feel like I had never gone to hockey games before
best.
dating him, and Minnesota is like the hockey state.
Yeah.
It's so fun.
Yeah.
I love it. So we go to like a decent amount of hockey games, or we'll just go to like dinner and
Local spots.
yeah.
Do you guys go to University of Minnesota games? Because that's hot. That's like big hockey.
Yeah.
That's like huge.
We haven't, but I think he's been wanting to. But
yeah. But a
yeah.
Wild fan, huh? Is he
Yeah.
from Minnesota? Is that how this
He
all
is.
happened? Yeah.
He's from Fergus Falls, so it's like up. It's by Fargo. It's like way up there, small
Yeah.
town. But yeah, it made more sense for me to move there than for him to move to Spokane and us both be touring out of Spokane.
Spokane's
That
tough,
made
yeah. You're in the
no
top corner of
sense.
the world.
Yeah.
That's all. You also don't look like you're from Spokane. Take that as a compliment.
I could cry. That's it for me. That's all I'm out of here. That's
Eastern
all I
Washington
get.
is just a different place. It's its
Listen.
own little world, huh?
Spokane was the meth capital of America for
bless.
a really long time.
And you never got hit.
I
You never once got hit.
And I'm in the foosball community. I mean, that's like a
I
real
know.
crazy statistic that Spokane and foosball, no meth.
Aren't you ranked? Weren't you ranked at one point?
Yeah, I mean, like,
Don't be humble. That's annoying. Just do it. Just do the
Well,
thing.
well, there are different. I mean, you can be like a master, you can be a pro, you can be a semi-pro. I never went to enough tournaments to like move up to that level.
Right.
So I don't know where my ranking is now. It's not great. People devote their time to foosball the way I do to stand up. And so if I go to a tournament now, I can do fine, but like you play people who it is their life.
Right.
And they're unbelievable. I can I'll beat the average person almost always
Yeah,
because I have
that's
such an unfair advantage.
Right.
It's like the reason I exist.
Can he
is
play?
foosball.
Can Chad play?
Yeah, he can play.
But
He's good.
you cook him.
I don't. He's getting better. He cooks me at everything else. It's the only
beat
thing
the
I
shit
can.
out of him like
It's
that.
the only thing I can beat him at.
That's kind of hot though. That draws some like real sexual tension of like you just beating the shit out of him in foosball, just toying with him. Like no big deal. Are you gonna cook dinner or yeah? That's so great to me. That's really fun. I do like that's great to have that thing over him. What do you mean he beat you in everything else?
Like physically. No, I'm kidding.
Oh, good. That's on the Patreon, guys. Sign up for the Patreon.
No, I'm kidding. Like ping pong, darts,
Oh, he's bar game god.
bar game god.
Yeah, he can do it all.
Like if we shoot hoops, I feel like I usually beat people at like pig horse. He beats me.
You got a good stroke. I've seen you on the court. You got a good. You got a little wrist flick there. That's all from foozing.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got the touch from foozing.
In here, we pour whiskey.
This episode of Whiskey Ginger is brought to you by Booking.com, the official accommodation partner of MLB. Booking.com, Booking.yeah. You know what's going on right now. It's a springtime. Can you feel it in the air? I feel it. You're going to get out and about. You're going to get out from under that rock, brush off the dust, the Cheeto dust off your chest, and get off of that couch and start traveling. Whenever I'm running around, always clutch to check out Booking.com. You know them. They got the best deals in the world. All right? Spring means baseball is back, ladies and germs, and Booking.com is official accommodation partner of MLB. You know that. You love it. You've seen Booking.com all over the place, you know? And Booking.com is going to help you find the best places to stay while you are touring around. Whether you're following a team, you got your favorite team? You following your team all over the place? Well, I'll tell you what. Follow your favorite team and use Booking.com to get around with a team. Take me out to the fun time. Take me out to a show. I'd like to see baseball or just some friends. Where we'll sleep, I don't know. So what can we do right now? Open up Booking.com and just click it right there and go to Booking.com. How good was that? I mean, genuinely, how good was that? Are you guys impressed? Booking.com wants to help you make a fan of any U.S. city with a chance to win $1,000 in Booking.com travel credit. Head to the Booking.com Instagram page at Booking.com and check out the sweepstakes post for more details. The right stay can make you a fan of any U.S. city. Book today on the Booking.com site or app. Booking.com, Booking.yeah. Looking for a little boost in the bedroom? That's where Hims come in. Hims is here to help with personalized ED treatment options, and it's all done online, okay? When your car breaks down, what do? Huh? You don't kick the tire and stare at it. You take it to a mechanic, all right? You need something to fix what you got going on. Don't just think about it. With Hims, you're going to get access to personalized ED treatment without stepping outside of your door. Look, it's an issue that many men have, okay? And life is stressful. You got other stuff to worry about. Don't make the worry about this thing make it worse, all right? Hims is changing men's healthcare by providing you with access to affordable sexual health treatments from the comfort of your couch. They provide access to a range of doctor-trusted ED treatments like chewable hard mints, Viagra, Cialis, and generics for up to 95% cheaper. Save some money, baby. Process is 100% done online. No need for uncomfortable doctor visits. Answer a few series of questions on their site. A medical provider will determine the right treatment option. If prescribed, your medication ships directly to you for free on the house. No insurance is needed. And one low price covers everything from treatments to ongoing care. With hundreds of thousands of trusted subscribers, Hims can help you find the ED option that works for you. You got ED, you got to try it. Start your free online visit today at hims.com/whiskey. That's Hims, HIMS.com/whiskey for your personalized ED treatment options. Hims.com/whiskey. The products mentioned are chewable compounded products which are not approved by or verified for safety or effectiveness by the FDA. Prescriptions require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for details and poor safety information. Subscription required. Price varies based on product and subscription plan.
Ginger. I like gingers.
I love bar game is like, dude, I will admit I got some skill. Darts, bowling, love bowling.
Oh yeah, kills me at bowling, kills me at tennis. We both really love sports. That's like I feel like the thing we do the most when we're out of the house. But foosball is like my one thing.
Foosball is the thing. Yeah, dude. We had a foosball table when I was a kid, and everybody just cheated. You know,
spinning.
Yeah, just a lot of spinning and fucking up. And then someone drunk would like lean up the table just to fuck it, ruin it. Yeah, it's so funny. Foosball is such a, it's a sport. It's a game. Sport game. It's
a sport.
It's a sport. All right, there it is. But
sports.
It's a sport, right?
All sports play games.
All sports play games, but not all games play sport. Not all games are sports.
Exactly.
It was on ESPN, the Ocho. Come on now.
It wasn't on the 8th. It was on the 8th. That's pretty impressive.
It is
Yeah, but so is bags, and bags is 100% not a sport. Bags is a game, and I love bags.
Yeah.
And also, we call it bags, not cornhole. I don't like cornhole. Cornhole bothers the shit out of me.
I say cornhole.
Why
and Chad's
is that?
like, why what are you talking
That's
about?
bags, baby.
I know.
Bean bags.
I don't know.
That's bags all day.
It's
Go outside. Go get the bag set up for us. It just sounds nice. Bags. Well, okay. How about this?
Cornhole sounds sexual for no reason.
Yeah.
It's like, why are we bringing? This doesn't need to happen.
This is a family function.
Close up my cornhole,
There's
please.
fucking Kool-Aid out here. What are we doing?
What?
Kids
So
around?
okay. What do you call it? Soda or pop?
What do I call it? I guess both. Is that weird? I call it both.
No, it's not. I mean, I exclusively call it pop.
Okay. Yeah.
It's
yeah.
Chicago has always said pop. Soda to me is soda water. If you said soda, I would think you want soda water.
Do they call it soda up
interesting.
in the Pacific Northwest?
Well, that's what I'm trying to think. I think we say both. You know what I do say that Chad finally like got out of me was I used to say else. I would put a T in the word else.
Oh, what else?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something else. And he's like, that. Why are you saying that? There's not a T anywhere near that word, not even close to it. And so then I would catch myself, and now I don't anymore. But now I notice you'll hear it all the time now. So many people say else.
When you said it, I kind of was like, right, I've heard people like, yeah, well, what else? What else is there?
Isn't that weird?
Yeah, that is funny.
Not a T.
Well, that's like, here's one of my huge pet peeves in language. Massive. I hate when people say, well, me personally, it drives me fucking up a wall. You said it twice. You're saying me. When they go, me personally.
me.
Well, personally is you, dude. You don't have to go, well, me personally, I just feel it's like, don't do that. Don't say me twice. So Mimi feels that, I don't know what it is. I'm not a grammar Nazi, but when I hear people say it, it always bugged me. Even when I was young, you'd hear someone say it and you're like, why would you say me personally? That doesn't even, what do you say? You're saying it again.
I'm going to hear it all the time now.
Yeah, me personally. People do say that a lot in an argument. You'll hear like a politician be like, well, me personally, I just don't feel that way. And it drives me nuts. It literally kills me. I can't do it. But I'm not going to correct people on I'm not going to do that. That I don't like when someone's like, oh, well, in public. I let it go. But I stew and then I think about it when I'm at home.
And you picture him dead.
I picture him dead.
Picture
dude.
him
Picture
deader
him in
than
that
dead.
mall, baby. In Syracuse.
Syracuse Mall.
In that mall, dude.
Yeah.
Now, so sports are the big thing, but do you have any sports that you guys, like, do you have any competitive teams where you're like, can't root together, or you root on everything together?
Well, me personally, I'm a Seahawks. No,
Yes!
I was waiting for it.
Loved it.
So being from Washington, grew up watching Seahawks, but I was never like huge football person. He is a diehard Vikings fan, and so when I moved over, then we were watching Vikings all the time, and now we did go to a Seahawks Vikings game, and I did cheer for the Vikings, which felt kind of
That hurts. That's a
traitor.
little unnecessary.
We were such a good team this year.
I know, but what do your parents feel about it? That's enough out of you, okay? Turn your mic off. This guy,
You go sit in the
Minnesota
corner.
kid. Yeah, he is in the fucking corner. That's why we put the baby over there for a reason. No, but that I get it. We've talked about this before on the show that like I get criticized if I root for. I've been living in LA for almost 20 years. Yeah, man, I'm gonna root for local teams sometimes. It's fun. I live here. I get like, what else am I supposed to fucking do?
Yeah.
You want me to not go to these games and not? I want to go and enjoy it.
Yeah.
And it's hard to not get sucked in. So I get it. You becoming I get it.
Thank you.
It's also not a direct. Seahawks and Vikings don't have a weird history. It's not like they've got some
it's-
tumultuous past.
Nobody cared. It's fine.
Yeah.
Can I ask, are you a sports superstition person?
I could be, I guess. I mean, it depends on what specifically. Like,
Okay. So Chad and I just had a big
yeah,
thing in our house.
good. Let me hear it.
This was a few months ago. The Vikings were playing the Bears, actually.
Yeah.
Chad bets on all the games. He needed the Vikings to win by more than 4. Mm-hmm. And there was a minute and a half left, and the Vikings were up by 11. So, again, I'm still learning a lot about football. I didn't know that a minute and a half is still, a lot of game left.
There's a lot of game. Oh, good enough amount of game. Yeah.
But I just saw the score, and I knew what his bet was. And so I was like, hey, congrats.
Oh, no. No. I already know. And
I just saw
I'm on his side.
I saw your asshole go. Boop.
Yeah, that's crazy. You saw my cornhole pucker up. I closed up. Dude, that's a no-no.
I know.
Kels, what are you doing?
I had just pure love in my heart. I was just excited for him. I was like, congrats. And he goes, what are you doing?
What are you doing? Yeah.
Why would you say that? I was like, look, up by 11, minute and a half. This looks good.
And you said it out loud.
I said it, and so, okay, in a minute and a half, the Bears scored fucking 11 points.
Yep.
They tied it. It went into overtime. The Vikings still won, but not by more than 4 points. And Chad was like, I can't believe you lost me my fucking bet. And I was like, are you serious? You actually think that me saying that, just sitting on our couch, lost you the bet? He's like, well, we'll never know. I was like, this is
That's a good
insanity
fight, and I got to tell you, you're wrong here. Yeah. He is so right. You did fuck that up. You cost them that game.
Shut up.
No, I
There's
just
no
think you can't say
way.
you can't say anything. You got to let it sit. Just let it be until game is done. It's not over till it's over. Although
Yeah.
the Eagles really proved that theory is not
my
true because they
God.
celebrated at 2 minutes and 54 seconds. They already did the Gatorade dump. They knew they were beating the Chiefs. I mean, they whooped their ass. Dumped Gatorade almost 3 minutes left because they knew they were
Crazy.
beating the. Well, I mean, it's probably one of the worst Super Bowls I've seen, and that's not taking a shot at the Chiefs. It was just a bummer because I thought it'd be a more competitive game, but not to
That
get
was
too
nuts.
deep into it.
No,
But
no,
it was just
Well, after
was over.
mine and Chad's, argument about that, I was watching the Super Bowl and saw the Gatorade thing, and I was like, so, okay, actually, there's no way they can come back. He's like, yeah. I'm like, okay, well, and I'm like, I have PTSD. I'm like, I don't know.
shaking in the corner. Get back in the kitchen, broad. You'll not comment about sports again, you see? Yeah, it is. No, I get, but I do have weird. I guess it is for me. If I have if I have a bet on, yeah, I don't want to talk to anybody. That's why,
Yeah.
we go sometimes to. There's a Bears bar here that we go see, but I got so frustrated watching with other people that now I'm like, I would rather be at home and have
Are
my
you a
cousin come
screamer
over.
when you watch?
I cuss. Yeah, I'm like my dad.
You're a
yeah.
ginger.
Yeah, we
You're
yell.
fiery.
Yeah, we're
You're
fiery. We're
feisty.
angry. Well, it's also I don't want to hear some other idiot's comment because when you
Okay.
go to a bar and you hear some other dickhead say something, that you're like, shut up. Even if he's on your side, you know what I mean? He'll say something that you're like,
That's almost worse.
yeah, you're wrong. Shut up. You're on my team. Shut up. I don't like what you're saying. So I'm not a fan of watching with big groups in public. I'd rather have a couple people over at the house if we're going to watch a game. But look, Chicago sports haven't had any sort of championship runs anytime in the recent history.
Yeah.
So we haven't had a moment of don't jinx it. We don't care. You know what I
You're
mean?
like, there's nothing
No,
to
we're
jinx.
jinxing ourselves every season and every fucking sport we have.
The Cubs.
Cubs 2016.
Yeah. That was not
2016
too
was
long
almost a
ago.
decade ago, dude. It's a long time.
I mean, Minnesota hasn't really had anything. in a
I know,
long
it's
Yeah, but
been-
Minnesota Vikings did make a big run this year, and that was also great to watch. Even as a competitive Bears fan, who I don't really dislike Minnesota the way I don't like the Lions or the
Wisconsin.
Packers, just because I grew up like
Sure,
that.
yeah.
But still, I was happy for him because I was like, oh, this could be great to watch them, and I like so
Yeah.
many guys on that team. But yeah, I do think, unfortunately, I'm going to go with Chad. I'm going to side with
That's
him on
fine.
this one. He's right. He really is. You got to be
That's-
quiet. You can't do it.
that's
If there's
so
no
funny.
money on the game, I think this is a different argument.
Well, it's probably just better if he doesn't tell me what his bets are anymore.
Correct. That's what I'm saying.
Because then there's nothing for me to even jinx, and I just won't say anything.
Does he have lucky clothes? Does he wear lucky stuff?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, he does that.
Yeah. Not like craziness.
Certain
not like
place on the
not-
couch.
I think occasionally. I think
Oh, wow.
occasionally there's been.
Wow.
I can't. He's probably like, what the fuck are you talking about? Maybe not, but I feel like there's been times where he's.
What about a meal when he watches? Does he have to eat a certain thing or drink a certain thing or whatever?
There was a specific pizza streak for a while, but maybe he just wanted pizza. I don't know. He should come on and defend himself.
Right.
But for sure, the out loud jinxing sort of thing is
Yeah, it's a big no-no.
can't do it.
And you should know better. You really do. You're so
I
smart. You're such
know.
a smart human being. You know that is that is like right before you go on stage.
Oh yeah.
Someone making some dumb comment, and
yeah.
it sits with you. You're like, why would you? Why do you
the
say
fuck would
that?
you say that?
I don't want to hear that.
Why would you do that to me?
It's like the Seinfeld episode when the pilot's in the audience. You're like, what? I don't want to know the pilot's in the fucking audience.
Yes.
That drives me. In fact, sometimes if I'm getting off a plane, and the flight attendants will say, "Hey, good luck tonight," and I'm like, "Oh, thank you so much." They're like, "We're gonna go," and I'm like, "Oh, fuck." It like, what? I'm like,
God dang it.
okay, I don't. But it's like I'm never gonna see them again. But you're also like, I wonder where the flight attendants are if they're here. Like I think about it.
You
It
just,
like
of
gets in your
course.
brain for some reason. I'll see you
Of
tonight. Good
course.
luck. Or sometimes I'll get. I don't know if you ever get this when someone's like, I'm coming to see. I wanted to come see you, but we couldn't get tickets. And even when you're like, really, but there's still tickets available. And they're like, yeah, we couldn't get them. And you're like, they're wanting you to go. Do you want me to get you tickets?
Oh fuck.
Do you want me to get you tickets?
Wow.
And you're like, oh, okay, yeah. I'll get you I don't ever care,
Yeah,
but I know
yeah.
that's why they're saying it.
Yeah.
Because like, I don't think that show's sold out yet. And they're like, yeah, we couldn't get them. You're like, oh, right, yeah, that's I know.
That's so. I had
Very
not
divisive.
put that together.
Yeah.
I for sure had that happen, and I
Oh,
was
yeah.
like, oh, that's just weird. Maybe they just like didn't want to get a sitter or something. No, they for
No,
sure.
no, no. They want, yeah, they want to fucking, they want you to give them.
I just wanted free
I talked to a
tickets.
buddy about this. This is incredible. I want you to search on your phone. This is amazing because it just brought this up.
Okay.
So he said to me, hold on. You don't have to do it now, but at some
Okay.
point, you have to search. This is incredible. Search in your text messages, and this
Okay.
is for comics. I hate to ask. Search the phrase, I hate to ask. I hate to ask. Because you know it's coming. It's like, hate to ask, but can I get or can I? And it may not be just for you. It may be like, I saw that your friend Taylor's coming to town, and I hate to ask, but
That's, oh my god. Okay.
so he goes, we were at dinner. He goes, search in your text message bar. Just search, I hate to ask. And I was like, all right. I did. It was so many more than I ever thought. I was like, oh my God. But it's always led by, I
Hilarious.
hate to ask, and then the request,
Yep.
right? And then at the very end, they always go, no worries if not, right? Or whatever. Or it's all good if not. And my buddy and I were saying, you should start it. He goes, the way I do it, because he's in entertainment too, he goes, I write request up top so they know. Making a
interesting.
request,
Okay.
request, and then they write, here's what I'm asking of you. And then at the end, I do not write all good or no worries or anything. He goes, that should come after they make a decision. So if they go, just can't help, da-da-da, all good, no worries, then you say all good, no worries. You don't already preface it with
Interesting.
all good, no worries, because then the implication is, I really want you to do this for me, but like if you can't, it is what it is. And it's like, well, then it's more pressure on me.
It's the most people pleasery. Like, I don't want to rub any wrong. I'm just going to cover all
Yeah.
bases in this one text.
I hate to ask.
Okay,
You got to
this
look
is-
that up when you leave. I hate to ask.
It's such funny timing because so my special came out today.
Yeah.
And
And go watch it
was-
right now. Pause
Thank-
the pod.
Thank
Go
you.
watch the special.
Thank
Go watch
you.
the special right now. Come back though. I'd like you to come back.
Please come back.
But watch the special.
It's on Hulu and it's on YouTube. Even if you don't have Hulu, you can watch it on YouTube.
I think everyone. Don't they just give Hulu away now? Isn't it like a thing that exists? Isn't it like is it free now?
It's like
No.
free with like
Isn't
McDonald's.
it?
Happy
It's
Meal
not
or some
free.
shit.
No,
But it's-
you can
but-
get a bundle
You bundle it. It's free. It loops with other stuff.
because Hulu is owned by Disney.
That's
or
right, baby. I'm on Hulu too later this year. Let's go. What's the special
Yes.
called again?
Mark your territory.
Mark Your Territory. Available on Hulu and YouTube. Go watch. Go watch. Go watch. Go watch. Okay, come back.
you.
Go ahead.
Okay, so I'm in this like week of press, and I was gonna text just a bunch of comics and be like, "Hey, hate to ask.
Hate to ask, but
Could you just give my special shout out? On
don't
your
even say
stories or
hate to ask. Just go.
Yeah.
Hey, my special just came out. Would be really rad if you dropped a shout out for me. But don't.
And I'm not gonna do
All
if not,
good
no
if not.
worries.
don't do that.
I won't. I won't know. I'm so
Because
glad I
people
haven't
who know
sent them
who
out
you
yet.
are, if you have the, and this applies for people outside of our business. We're not inside baseball.
Mm-hmm.
This is just for people in public. If you have a favor you need to ask of a friend,
Yeah.
honestly, just say it, get it out. And you don't have to pander and be like, I hate to do this. It's like, no, you don't. I know you. I'm asking you because I know you. The
Yeah.
relationship is obviously familiar enough to go, hey, would you do this?
Yeah.
And it's yes or no. If somebody goes, hey, man, I don't really do that, no problem. That's fine.
Well,
That's all
'cause
good.
We also, when we get asked for a favorite, like if it's a friend, we never give a fuck. We're like,
I
of
know.
course.
I
It's
don't even
nothing.
think about it.
Happy to do it.
Unless it's somebody who asks and I'm not that, I don't know that well. And then I'm like, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. But also,
I'm gonna remember that.
just remember this. You know what I mean? This will, I need to write back. I will remember this.
Yeah.
You should remember this. I will log this in.
I absolutely will remember.
I will do almost anything for people in the community if I can or if it's necessary or appropriate. But I get it. But there is this weird thing in common culture where you're like, why do we feel so? I just don't like when we feel this like innate thing to be like, hey, I don't really want to do this. It's like, but you do. Just fucking do it. Just get it out of the way. People do that when they say hi sometimes in public. They go, I hate to do this to you, man, but you get a photo. It's like, you don't hate to do it. Just say, can I get a photo?
Yeah.
It's fine. It's just do it. It makes it feel more weird when you're like, look, dude, I know you're fucking at the airport. And
I hemmed and hawed about even coming over here.
Right. Yeah. My wife was mad we even came over here. And she's in the back and she's like, don't just take the photo. Please just let him take the goddamn photo. No, but I mean, it's fine. Just ask and get over it. So from now on, everyone in public, don't lead with I hate to ask. And don't end with all good if not or no worries. That comes after the yes or no.
Interesting.
This is moving forward in language.
I love it.
I sound like a language brat now. Like I'm all into the technicals of.
It's like a social etiquette.
Yeah.
I like it.
Well, we should fix a few of them. Give me. I know you've got one loaded up as a touring comedian. There's all sorts of social etiquette that bothers the shit out of all of us. You know.
Oh God.
I mean, first of all, don't fucking try to get off the plane before you're supposed to.
Oh my God.
I mean, I want to kill you. I'm
Forever
gonna shoot you in the
noise.
head. I'm gonna
What?
kill you. I want to kill you. I want to fucking kill you.
I put my leg into the. Out
Yeah, you
into
gotta
the-
block
yeah,
them.
Block them.
Block them.
It's so crazy. It's still every flight I'm on.
Every
Somebody's
flight.
doing it.
It'll never not be there. Also, this is my other social etiquette. Are you in a city you've never been to before and you're with a group of people? Don't stop in the middle of the sidewalk. Pull to the side. If you're gonna, dude, come on, it's insane.
Yep.
Pull over, just
Yep.
like you are in a car. You wouldn't fucking meander in a car when you're like, is this the pull over? It
Middle
kills
of the
me.
road.
No,
Yeah.
but they'll stop in the middle of the sidewalk like, and they'll be shocked that you're like, excuse me, and they're like, oh god, this guy walking? Yeah, dude, you're on the thoroughfare. You're on the. We all have to do this.
Thoroughfare.
Yes, you're on the.
Oh my
You're
God.
on the thoroughfare.
Oh my God.
I have so many of them.
Unbelievable.
How about this
I
one?
love it.
At a bar. I always said if I ever owned a bar, after 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, right? After dinner hour is slowly fading into bar hour now.
Yeah.
If you are up at that bar, seated, and you're sitting at the bar, don't be fucking shocked. People are bumping into you getting a drink. You're at the place we need to go.
Great point.
You're at the fucking.
Great
You're
point.
at the thing that has the shit that all of us need in the room.
You took the seats that had no wait time. Mm-hmm. So you get a little bit and you give a little bit.
That's exactly right.
You know,
Thank you.
You know what you're getting into.
You're gonna get bumped. And by the way, you're probably gonna get a drink spilled on you. That's
Yeah.
gonna happen. Someone's gonna grab a drink and it's gonna pour. And you're gonna go, God, dude, what the fuck? You're at the thing. I think we should remove
Yes.
stools, a chunk of stools. There's a couple of bars in here in LA that I go to, my little favorite gems, and they have the rails that used to be where servers go.
Oh,
So they
sure.
left the rails up. The servers go to the other side now, but the rails are for people to order at, so they're not bumping into patrons. So
Okay.
that's an open spot, no stools allowed. And I thought that should be at every fucking bar.
Yeah.
There should be a set of rails, at least one or two, if the wood's long. So you're not so I don't have to go. Excuse me, man, and sliver in between a guy and go vodka soda, and I don't need to do that.
Because it's also, you don't just slither in for 1 second. You're parking
I'm parking.
for
Yeah.
maybe 5 whole minutes
Yes.
just between two people.
I'm putting my
having a
flashers
conversation.
on and I'm double parked and I have to be in here. I'm sorry
It's
that I'm bumping into you.
crazy.
It happened literally last night and this guy kind of like turned, like gave me a what the fuck. And it
Yeah.
took everything inside of me not be like, you're at the thing. We're all coming here, dude.
Yeah,
you're in the
yeah.
dead center of the fucking, of where we go. So
You may as well be sitting on the counter, like crisscross applesauce, and be like, "What the fuck, guys? You just knocked my drink." I was like, "Yeah, man.
yeah, man.
That's exactly where you're sitting. That's where. Why did you
You're
think
sitting where we are. This is where we need to go. By the way, shout out to crisscross applesauce. I know you're a good little Christian. Crisscross applesauce. How long did
No
it take for us to get rid of sitting Indian style? It was so funny that they really shook that out of culture. They were like, do not say Indian styles.
Don't you dare.
By the way, here's the best part about it. I can't sit like that because I have bad knees, so I'm good. I have bad knees. I can't even get down that far.
Oh my god.
Whenever I see people seated like that as an adult, I'm like, that is a flexible adult. That's how old I'm getting. If I see
Yeah.
someone sitting there, I'm like, look at that flexible adult that you can do that.
Yeah,
I
you're
can't
like
sit that way.
crisscross hard pretzel. Like there's no fluidity of applesauce in your knees. It's just like
I'm crisscross hard pretzel. And no dipping sauce. It's stale. This is 3-day-old rotating pretzel in the case. It's crackable.
No
it's hard as a
queso.
rock.
fuck.
Speaking of, we did just buy for the Super Bowl. We bought, and I hadn't had them in years, the pre-packaged frozen pretzels that you heat
Dude,
up.
The Bavarian pretzel. God.
Phenomenal.
What a game changer. We've been buying those too
They're
for
so
like
good.
football parties. Bake them in the oven. I make homemade mustard.
I'm
it's
coming
my
over.
grandma's sweet hot mustard. It's this like famous recipe. It's so fucking good. It will singe your nose hairs off. It's very spicy. but
Horseradish in there?
No, but it tastes like there is.
Yeah.
It's Coleman's mustard powder.
Oh,
See
yeah,
that
the
yellow
mustard
tin?
powder. Oh, yeah.
Gets ya.
Coleman's. Those British. That's about the only spicy thing in British culture. We do mustard, right, don't we? No other spices exist, except if you go to Indian food there. But British food, it's the most, there is
Peas and
no
cod.
spice.
Yeah,
Literally no
nothing.
spice. So mustard sauce, is beer in there? Do you put any beer in the mustard?
No, it's just eggs, the mustard powder, malt vinegar, and sugar.
Gave away grandma's secret just like that?
I didn't say
How
that.
can I
didn't
trust
say
you?
the quantities.
Oh, that's true.
I didn't say how you fucking make it.
Is she alive?
No.
What would you call her? Nana, Nana, Nunu, Nini? Grandma? Just grandma?
It's a grandma.
That's what your family did? You ended up with
Yeah.
grandma? You ended up with the literal word? You didn't give her a nickname?
No.
God, that's weird, dude.
What? No, it's not.
Yeah, everyone.
That's what I did too.
Grandma?
We had Grandma Corker and Grandma Smaybe.
That's insane. You got to give them a nickname. I had a Nana. I had a nanny. And it was Pa. Pa and Poppy. Pa, Poppy, Nana.
Out on the prairie.
Yeah.
Me and Pa.
Well, they're from the South. It was appropriate. We were in North Carolina. That was Nanny and Pa. Papaw.
Oh my God.
That was Papaw. One of my dad's, they're from North Carolina. One of my dad's cousins was named Elvis. I was like, that's not even real. I never met an Elvis in my entire fucking life.
That's so
He's like, yeah, that's cousin Elvis. I was like, son of a bitch, dude. Who would have the balls to name your kid after that?
Elvis.
Crazy.
Jesus. Yeah.
Like you can do that. You could be like, we named my son Michael after Michael Jackson. We loved Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
It's Michael, doesn't matter. But Elvis is so deliberately named after him.
Prince. It's like
Right, we
it's
named him Prince.
Madonna.
Madonna. Yeah. There's no mistaking it.
What's Madonna's real name? Is it Madonna?
I
No. Look, none of us know though.
No, I guess we don't.
Is her name Madonna?
Because Prince's real name is Prince.
Prince's
Rogers
real
Nelson.
name is Prince. That is
Prince Rogers
correct.
Nelson.
Minnesota, shout out. Prince is
I know.
Minnesota's
I should
finest.
fucking know that.
In here, we pour whiskey.
March Madness is here. Boy, oh boy, I'm on the edge of my seat constantly. It's been incredible. If you're like me, you want a little skin in the game, want a little action, huh? While watching, you need to download ProphetX today. I don't know what you're waiting for. Not only can you watch your school advance, but you and your old fraternity bros can go against the rival school on ProphetX. Get the best odds to win. You know you're still talking all that smack, huh? On those boards you guys are sharing or that group text you guys got going on. When you are doing your fantasy drafting and you're chirping at each other, you want to have some real skin in the game, use ProphetX. ProphetX is a peer-to-peer exchange available in 40-plus states, including here in California. On an exchange, you will get the best odds every single time, and you can even play completely for free, which is great. Peer-to-peer is the best, by the way. You know, you're not just playing against some machine, you're playing against a human being. And that's the best part about it to me. You know, I don't want to go play the slots when I go to a casino. I don't want to stare at the little Chinese apples or whatever they got rotating on. I'm not interested, okay? I want to go sit with a dealer and talk to them, smile, throw them a nickel or two once in a while. Hit me, baby. You got to download ProphetX today. Download ProphetX right now. Use the promo code WHISKEY to get up to $300 in profit cash. That's right, $300 in profit cash when you download ProphetX today and use the promo code WHISKEY. It feels like there's not enough time in the day, all right? I know that feeling. I got to do a bunch of other stuff, and then am I going to be able to get to the gym? No, I'm not. And I want to get rid of that muffin top, all right? Well, here's where Tonal comes in. Tonal, you can assure you're checking workout off your to-do list with the convenience of an at-home gym 24/7. This is the future, let's be honest, okay? Everyone can't get a personal trainer, then they go meet somewhere down the road at a certain time at a gym with other people, and they're looking at you, and someone's taking selfies, someone's doing a lifting video. Dude, just do it at home, will you? Working out is already hard enough. Make it simple. And if you're looking for quick results in your own home, that is, Tonal is here for you. It's an at-home strength training system that uses adaptive weight to learn from your movement and set the optimal weight for every single move. Smartest workout I've ever seen. Effortlessly fits into the busiest lifestyles. And the latest iteration, by the way, Tonal 2, you can ensure your workout is more tailored and effective than ever for what you need. Stop doing stuff you don't need to do. Full body burn with the new Aero HIIT workouts. Love HIIT classes. Perfect blend of heart pumping, cardio, and strength. And the built-in Smart View leverages a high-resolution camera. Lets you see yourself. You want to check yourself out like you look in the mirror? Look at my traps, huh? They got drop sets on Tonal 2. Analyzes your movement. Senses when you're fatiguing. It'll drop weight until your muscles are maxed out. I mean, come on. You got to do this. If you're looking to get yourself an at-home gym, this is the total package. Don't pay for a membership to drive to the place, to wait for a machine, to drink from that fountain. Don't do that, you know? Be in your own home. Right now, Tonal is offering our listeners $200 off your Tonal purchase with promo code WHISKEY. That's Tonal.com, Tonal.com. Use the promo code WHISKEY for $200 off your purchase. Tonal.com, promo code WHISKEY for $200 off. A lot of the fans know I got a little bit of trouble sleeping at night. Also got a bad back, and I'm telling you, it's been helped and corrected. Thank you to Helix Sleep. Helix is incredible. If you've heard me before talk about it on this show, you know Helix mattresses are unbelievable. They truly are life-changing. They were nice enough to send me a couple, and boy, oh boy, love. Just absolutely love. I've always had trouble getting to sleep, and with Helix, my favorite thing is it's controlled so that you don't get too hot or too cold. It is so nice and so comfortable, and you pick your firmness, and you go on Helix Sleep's website, okay? You go to helixsleep.com, and then you choose, right? You custom fit for what you need out of a mattress. More firm, more soft, more stiff, more big, more tight, because you want to snuggle up next to that person that you love. And it truly will be fit for what you need. It's helped me get so much better sleep now. It's also helped me kind of take some time down to relax. If I ever just want to like sit down for a minute, take a break, chill out on the Helix, and just think. Just close my eyes and think. That's what my mom used to say. I'm just closing my eyes. Helix is incredible. If you are looking for a well-rested night's sleep that is well-earned and worth the money, you got to try Helix Sleep. Right now, they got a 20% off site-wide sale going on. Helix Sleep. You got to check it out. Go to helixsleep.com/whiskey. helixsleep.com/whiskey to get yourself a beautiful deal for March Madness. 20% off site-wide. Go get it and get yourself some good rest, will ya?
Ginger. I like gingers.
You didn't know that's his real name. What's Madonna's real name, young lad?
Oh, I think it is.
It's got to be Madonna, right?
Madonna Luis Veronica Ciccone.
Ciccone. Wow, see?
Interesting.
Yes, she is Madonna.
It's a great name.
I've learned so much this episode.
That's what we do here.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah.
This is so educational.
Thank you for coming.
Yeah.
What if you had a kid, what would you name it?
Oh, God.
Do you guys want to have a kid?
No. So
Good
he
for
has two adult children. He has a 25-year-old and a 21-year-old because he had kids
Oh,
young.
that's right. He had kids young. Yeah, that's right.
And he's older than me. So that would be...
I heard how you said that, by the way. And he's older than me. Chad, you got to come on the show and defend yourself, by the way. Let's get him on the show.
No, listen. I talk about all of my special... How much I love that he's older than me.
Yeah.
It's so great. It's the best.
He's mature. He's been through it.
He's such a man.
Yeah, he's
I just
a guy.
I think especially as like a comic, it's kind of an anomaly to find. It's like he has his shit so together. He had kids so young. It's like he always had to try to make it, but also provide and be a good dad. So he just, I don't know. He's just like always has it together. And
He's got it figured out.
He's a
Except for
lake
his
cabin.
crippling sports gambling addiction. Jinxable.
Rage.
Yeah,
with
his
that.
rage coming from that. But what would you, if you guys did, if you popped one out, what would you name your kid? Would you do an obscure thing, or would you keep it kind of standard?
I would maybe somewhere in the middle. Nothing like Apple. Nothing weird.
Yeah, Apple's pretty wild.
Nothing Gwyneth Paltrow-y, but I wouldn't go like Megan.
No, Megan, yeah.
that's-
Can't do Megan.
I don't know.
You could do, see, because now I was talking to a buddy, you know, and he was like, he was like, oh, my favorite thing, you know, like I love to fish, I love outdoor stuff. And I was like, he was like searching for there. I was like, I don't think there's a lot of outdoor words. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like hiking and like you can't, I was like, what is the like trail? You can't name them like trail.
Walleye.
Yeah.
Yeah,
fucking-
walleye, name them walleye. Yeah, what we were joking around about rock climbing. He was like, what's it called? Belay? Is it belay? Belay, right? When you go down. Am I wrong? Belay.
Oh. I know what you're talking about. But
I was like, and it
that's what
sounds like a
it's
French word, so you could get away with it. You know, if you're like, oh, belay, it's like, oh my God, he's foreign.
called. Just put an accent on
Yeah,
it.
it's
Perfect.
belay. It's belay. Yeah. Belay, I think, means to belay on, means like when you hoist them down. I think I'm fucking crazy. Is it belay?
Is it spelled Billy?
Well, dude.
Billy Rock climb down means
No,
climbing down.
Just look up Billet. Belay.
Belay.
Belay rock climb? I don't know. But I was like, there's no outdoor terms that you could. We were trying to find it really hard.
Yeah.
Belay.
Yeah, belay. Is that right?
Belay,
Yeah,
yeah.
belay. But it does
Yeah.
sound foreign. But also, he said, you know, fishing. And then we were joking. I was like, bobber. Do not name a girl bobber, please. I mean, that is.
Oh, that's a girl giving head at way
Right.
too young an age.
Yeah. Oh, here
Bobbing.
comes the bobber.
You can't call her largemouth either.
No, can't call her smallmouth either. It's just as insulting as largemouth.
No fishing things.
Nothing with the
No,
mouth.
she could be a carp. Yeah, here comes carp.
Carpy.
Although for a guy, Carpy's kind of a cool nickname. It's like a
Yeah.
baseball player.
Carp.
Yeah, carp.
That's a very
Carpe diem.
dude sounding
It's
name.
when they have their head, they're like Carp Cook, Minneapolis, Minnesota. My favorite food's pizza. My favorite movie is Avengers. You know, Carp Cook.
Oh, God.
Carp Cook is pretty rad, dude.
I'm about to rip out my IUD. I'm gonna just make this happen right now. The world
I'm
needs
Carp Cook, Minneapolis, Minnesota. My parents are comedians.
the world needs Carp Cook.
Carp Cook
more than
should be
ever.
birthed.
My favorite food's pizza.
Their favorite food is always pizza. By the way, whenever they do the Little League guys, they're always like, "My favorite food is pizza." It's like, no shit. It should say favorite food, no shit. You guessed it. Of course you know.
Oh,
And also, what I found over the years that I always loved to watch Little League World Series. I think it's like the cutest thing. It's what's
my
cute
God.
about it is
They're
you
so
see like
cute.
little hustlers, and then you see grown men playing. You're like, that's a 14-year-old boy. He's 6'3", 225. You're like,
Yeah.
that's a 14-year-old now. And they always have like every season changes over who their favorite. They always do like their favorite food. They do their favorite actor or rapper or singer,
Oh my
whatever.
God, yeah.
And you see a change with the trends. But there's always like one kid that which I always love. They'll do like, they'll be like, my favorite food is pizza and I love Drake, or whatever it was. And then one season you always have one kid that's like, my favorite food is macaroni and cheese and I love chaperone. And you're like, oh, all right. Look at this guy, huh? He's different. He's different than all. Which one of these things is not like the other?
Oh, someone's had to go. We love it. Look at you, little one. Little kids in sports, nothing cuter.
It's like the
fucking
greatest
love
thing. I just go to watch them. I just go without kids. I don't have kids. I just go to the fields and watch
Just
them.
lurk.
Yeah.
Do you have nieces, nephews?
Yeah, nieces.
Okay.
Two girls. But it's so funny now. We talked about this just yesterday. One just had a birthday.
Okay.
And she was sick, and I felt bad. I was texting her, and I was like, I'm so sorry you're sick on your birthday. I know that's like the biggest bummer in the world, especially when you're like in your teens. You're like,
Yeah.
this means the world to me. Like, birthdays in your
This is
teens.
my day.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's ruining my day. The norovirus. But like in the other one drives now, which is like
Oh my God.
blowing my mind. I don't know. It's one of those things where you see them grow, and I don't know. They're not even mine, but you're like, oh man, I miss when they're fucking.
Yeah.
When I blew them away by some stupid thing. You're like, that's so rad. Now you're never gonna blow their mind. They reach that
Sucks.
14 and up, 13 and up. You're boring. They're cooler than you.
They don't want you anywhere near you.
I think you're all right.
Yeah.
They're like, yeah, he's on TV.
Yeah. Which in reality, it's like so many people would be like, oh my God, it'd be so cool to be Andrew Santino's niece. And they're
No.
probably like,
It's whatever.
on
He's
TV.
kind of he's a nerd. Yeah. You should see him at Christmas. He's super annoying. Because teenage girls, there's no chance that they think you're cool anymore. Like you lose cool as soon as they can drive. You suck.
You're done.
But they're both very sweet and nice still. But I think there's no way they think that we're
Yeah.
we're old. We're so old. I remember when my dad turned 40. I was like, "Fuck, dude. When is he die soon now?" We had a party for him
Yes.
for Lordy. Jeff turned 40. That was like, Lordy Jeff turned
Whoa.
40, and that was like such a big deal. And I thought, dude, what happens at 40?
Yeah.
Is that when you retire at 40? I thought that was the end of times.
Isn't it weird to think about like your elementary school teachers? We all thought that they were 1,000. They were like 26.
Yeah, they were 25 years old. I
They
know.
like fresh out of college. They like just got there's their first job. And we're
Right.
like, oh my God.
Look at how old Miss Mack is, dude. Look at how old. She can't even bend over. Look at how old she is. Yeah, they were. But also, I think now teachers are younger than we always did have. There were some older ladies.
There
in
were
our,
some dinosaurs.
And now I feel like they're all young. I don't think you ever see in elementary schools. They're all like 22 or 23 years old.
Yeah.
Old women quit. They all got out of it. Well, they were all boozing on the job too. Mr. Hart, my business teacher in high school, Mr. Hart, for sure R.I.P. I mean, I don't know. He's definitely not around. There's no way. He was in his 60s then. And he was boozed up and was not even shy about it. Like people would be like, dude, Hart stinks like booze. And he would be like, come on. Like, he was just like,
That's fine.
shut up. You don't know. What are you guys, rats?
We're watching a movie for the 5th day in a row.
Right,
Just
right.
like didn't care at all to
Oh
hide
no,
it.
he didn't. He was. We had a talent competition, like a what do they
Talent
call-
show?
Yeah, it was like, but it was like a what do you call like a rally? What are they? Pep rally type of thing. Whatever.
Okay. Yeah.
And they had like a talent competition, and he was like, I missed the talent competition, but there were some people in here that were in the show. And people were like, oh yeah, so and he's like, I want to see it. So he made them do talents in front of their class, in the middle of class. He was like, I wasn't there. I was upset. I was at dinner. Can you guys do it? People were like, I think somebody sung. He's like, someone get up here and sing. That's how that was high
Incredible.
school then,
Incredible.
Yeah, and no phones because there was no phones. You couldn't have.
was
There
a
was
better
no way to
time.
tape that. Yeah.
Do you know about that? My dad is like an international yo-yo man. Do you know this?
What?
Okay, so
Your dad is a yo-yo man?
my dad, he has like a bunch of
I have to see a picture of this gentleman.
wild occupations. He's his
It's
primary.
Carp Cook, right? That's your dad?
Carp Cook.
What's your dad's name? I have to look this up now.
Chris Cook.
Chris Cook.
There's a.
Do I put Yo-Yo Man?
I don't know what will come up for that. I did a video with him on my Instagram maybe like a year ago.
Oh, I did see that.
Okay, yeah. So
Does he also plays the trumpet?
yes, that's his main thing. He's a trumpet player in the Spokane Symphony.
Cutie pie.
Oh my gosh.
Cutie pie. The trumpet, the look with the trumpet is so cute. Like,
Shut up.
you want me to play a note?
He's the best. But
Awesome.
so he used to come to my elementary school and do yo-yo demonstrations. Like he was the entertainment.
He was the show.
He was the show. And it's the same, like we were talking about with your nieces. When you're young, you're like, oh my God, my dad's the coolest. Like, I can't believe that's my dad doing the yo-yos. And then you get to high school and you're like, if you fucking come near this school with your yo-yos, I'm trying to lose my fucking virginity out
Yeah.
here. Like, I need you to get away
You think I can get laid with your fucking yo-yos bouncing around the halls? Get out of here, man.
Yeah.
Then you learn to love it again.
And then exactly.
Right, you
it's
go through
such
that
a weird
phase.
graph.
Right.
Because now it's like the cool. I was
That's so rad.
so happy to put him on Instagram. And people, we were on like an Australian talk show on Zoom. People loved. They went super viral.
Right.
Because it's like
Well, 'cause
very
it's so lovable and
nostalgic.
sweet.
It's
Yeah.
yo-yos. Everybody loves it.
Everybody loves it. It's hard to hate a yo-yo guy. No one ever
Yeah.
sees a guy doing yo-yo and be like, get the fuck out of here, man. No one's mad at that guy.
Oh, yeah. Tomatoes.
What's your deal, yo-yo man? Kick rocks, bro.
We don't like your kind.
Yeah.
No, it's
These
just
yo-yo
like
guys, they keep coming around, man. I'm really sick of their shit. Well, that's like Bargatze's dad is a magician, and he's
Right.
like doing shows with them now.
right.
Like they're doing a cruise or something. And
Yeah.
I was like, oh, that's kind of wild too. I'm sure same thing. Nate was probably like, my dad does magic. Then he was a little bit older. He's like, my dad does magic. Now he's like, my dad does magic.
Keeping the girlfriends away from that. Don't do
Right.
any tricks around her. Yeah.
He's like, ma'am, is this your? He's like, Dad, I'm trying to have
Please.
sex with this girl.
Is this your underwear? I found it in my son's room. We're actually kind of.
I didn't know you liked pink. Oh, Dad, please don't do that.
It's horrifying.
No, I never. I had the opposite experience. My parents were. My dad was in sales, and it was like,
Okay. So you were the first of your family to do something.
oh my God, yeah.
Okay,
I'm the
okay.
last. No one else is doing it. They're all like, I can't
First
believe you're
and
dumb enough to
last.
make this your life. No, yeah, my parents were very
Yeah.
supportive in the sense of like, we're not going to fund this financially,
Sure.
but we love that you're trying. So go do something.
Yeah.
But if you fail, okay, your fault. Like there
Yeah.
was no like, we'll pay for the blah. You know,
Yeah.
that looming fear was probably part of the help of my career was like, oh, I would just have to move home
Yeah.
and just figure that out. But they were never going to be like, we'll send you money until it works out, you know? And I had a lot of friends around me that were like out of jobs and lazy and they just got checks from mom and dad. I was like, dude, what the fuck is that
Dude,
like?
I think it's important that you have it the way you did.
Yeah.
I did. What was it? Joan Rivers' daughter's podcast,
Mm-hmm.
Melissa Rivers, and she asked me on there. She was like, "So what was your safety net?" And I was like, "Oh, I didn't have one." She's like, "Good." She's like, "That's what my mom always said, that if you had a backup plan, you weren't gonna make it.
Yeah, that's true.
Like you had to feel like I have to go so hard in this that it works out."
Yeah.
I think it's kind of interesting.
Otherwise, otherwise, I think they come from. Look, there's plenty of people that have been successful that come from very like successful, you know.
Yeah.
That either nepotism gave them a kiss, you know, into the business, but
Yeah.
or they just had a lot of wealth to deal with. Of like they were able to, you know, not have a day job and all that bullshit. You had day
Yeah.
jobs? Do you have a bunch
I
of shitty day
did.
jobs?
Yeah. I took mostly like reception sort of jobs where it was like
Yikes!
I get there.
Oh God, how painful are I mean, fuck me.
So just like
Hello?
so disrespected.
Ugh, yeah.
So
Put someone real on the phone. You got it.
oh my God, yeah. But it was such a good like you clock in, you clock it. You don't take any work home.
That is
you
the
get
best.
to sit. You still have enough energy to go out at night and do the shows, but oh yeah, I mean so many sort of like Devil Wears Prada vibe jobs
had
where you're
those
like
things.
and not fashion companies, but just bosses where like you are nothing to them, like you're not a person to
gross.
them. There
It's
was
so gross that that's a reality. that
yeah.
people yeah.
The last day job I had was one of those here in LA, and one of the people I worked with told me months after I quit that I like came up in a company meeting, and that boss who like just always never gave me the time of day was like, "Oh yeah, the magician. I was like, I love that's the impression I left on
magician.
that guy. Yeah, the
I think
magician.
she's a touring magic girl. Maybe she's an assistant there as well. She's probably getting cut up in a box somewhere. No way she's the lead magician.
No.
Do they have female lead magicians?
Nobody's paying to see her. We paid her nothing. No, I'm kidding.
It is funny. I had somebody say they took over a job that I did, a day job, and another comic. And he was like, "Yeah, they talk about you. They're like, oh, you're a comic? You know who used to work here?" I'm like, "Oh, that's got to be so annoying."
Oh my god.
To be like
hilarious,
slotted.
Yes.
That was like my first apartment in West Hollywood. The guy, this guy Jay, he was just kind of like I don't know, he's probably still around.
Yeah.
But sweet guy. But Jay was like just ripping heaters, and we lived in like the basement, me and my two buddies. And he was like, "You know who used to live here?" I was like, "Who?" He's like, "Sean Hayes. You know Sean Hayes?" I was like, "Yeah, I know Sean Hayes, Will and Grace." He goes, "Yup, he used to live here." And I was like, "That's good for Sean Hayes." He goes, "Maybe one day, you'll figure it all out." Like doubting the idea. You know what I mean? It was like, all right,
Yeah.
man, dude, shut up.
Figure it all out.
And I'm
is
coming for you,
so-
Sean Hayes. I'm fucking gunning for you, dog.
Look out.
Yeah, he stepped into our world. You're in the podcast world, Shawnee Hayes. Taking you down.
No, it is funny when they do that to you, as if it's like is that supposed to make me feel bad or something?
Yeah.
Hey, he's really successful. You'll be fine.
You're like, all right, dude.
Yeah, you
We're-
keep doing your skits and we'll see what pans out. It's like
Do your
so
skits.
demeaning.
Oh,
You're
yeah.
like, "Ugh,
How's
okay."
your skit go with the sketch skit that you do?
Yeah. Oh,
That's hard to hear.
I love
brutal,
your
yeah.
sketch.
Your
what?
sketch.
Your the skit sketch. Good that you bit. What do you guys call them?
I don't even try when someone in my family, and it's not me making fun of them. It's just like whenever they're like,
When do you do the thing? What's your theme?
Oh God.
like I don't know,
It's so
man.
crazy that we still get asked that so much on radio
What's your
shows.
theme? You got an act? What's your act?
What are you about?
Yeah,
It's
what
like,
are you all
I
about?
don't know. It's just.
You're gonna make a
jokes.
joke about me? Yeah, I'm gonna write a whole joke about you, guy I just met for the first time. I bet you're gonna. Your dad told me you'd probably write a joke about me. It's like, all right.
God.
I was talking to Gillis about that, but he was like, you know how hard it is to play your hometown sometimes when everybody's like, we're coming, we're bringing droves of people, and you're like,
Yeah.
it's overwhelming.
Yeah.
And you want to service people. You're like, I want this to be great, but also like everyone under the sun. And Gilly was saying how his dad, he'll just call him up randomly and be like, I need 9 tickets when you're in Baltimore. And he's like, for who? He's like, my buddies. Don't worry about it. Just get the fucking tickets.
Oh God.
It is true though.
And, yeah.
You do get the like, hey, can you get these people tickets? You're like, who are they? And they're like,
Don't worry. It doesn't.
doesn't matter.
It's Mark's brother's, his old dentist. You have to.
you're like,
Yes.
whatever, dude.
And you've never met them, and
No.
you'll never see them again. But
Nope.
you do. It's like what the flight attendant thing, where you're like, oh, but these people are in the crowd, and now I like want it to go well for some reason. even though it
Right, you
doesn't
want to
really-
make sure you
Yes.
crush because you're like, they're there. That's Mark's brother's dentist
They'll
is
tell
here.
my.
I got to do well in front of that guy.
Isn't that weird?
Yeah, because
God.
one day he might work for Netflix or some shit.
God.
We got to do well by that guy. Also, not Netflix, Hulu. That's where he should work. That's where the specials are. That's where her
Yes.
special is. That's where my special is going to be eventually at the end of the year. You must
So
go watch it.
exciting.
Yeah, I'm taping in 1 week in Minneapolis, Minnesota, so I'm excited. It is nerve-wracking, but also great at the same time. I think people don't
It's gonna be
understand.
so great.
Live comedy is so different than taped comedy. It's just so different. It never transfers in the way that you'd perfectly want it to, but you can do it justice, but it's not the same.
You'll
Live is
never
the best.
see our best set on tape.
Never, ever, 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 ever in a million years. I don't think you've ever seen anybody's best set on
No.
tape. Maybe Chappelle.
Yeah.
Like maybe Chappelle, but it's hard. I think something there was lightning in a bottle for certain comics that were able to tape the right way, but taping is different, and it's just super hard. It does something to the room. They're conscious of the cameras. You're conscious of the cameras. Like it does something to the rhythm of comedy, which is supposed to be this dark, dingy, dirty secret that we're all in on together. Versus like,
Yes.
"Ba-da-ba-da-da-da, hey, it's the night of the-" you know what I mean? Like
Yes.
it's so
It's
antithetical to comedy.
anti-comedy.
Yeah, it's hard, but we're doing it for you.
I know. It's the anti-comedy, and it's the thing that we care about the most. It's like
Yeah.
the one thing that we're like, I hope everybody watches this, even
Right.
though it's nothing really
It's
like.
not what I really do every week.
yes,
Yeah.
yeah, it's so.
But
weird.
you find your way through it as I've gotten older in my career. I think you just start to like love that and understand that that's just a part of it as well. That you're never going to be
Yeah.
and you're never going to be done. You know, you find when you finish a special, I bet you watch it when you're done editing it for the 1,000th time, and you're like, man, I wish I did this. I know this thing I like a little bit different now that I've. Do you know what I mean?
It drives me crazy, and I've had to really let that go. There's a great quote that's what is it? It's like a painting is never finished; it just stops in interesting places. And I love that. I think that's so true for comedy too. Where it's like that joke could probably like every joke you could keep fucking with, and
of course,
finding new tags and taking it a different way. But when you see it on a special, it's like that's where it was done for that special.
Yeah.
And then the people are like, well, I don't want to come see you live if it's the same one. And you're like, nope, don't worry. I ran my body and mind into the ground writing a new hour already. So you can watch the special and see me live.
Yeah.
And
Don't worry, I broke myself and I've ruined my relationships both personally and with myself. I've ruined my relationship with myself. I hate myself a lot, and I've written a bunch of new shit for you to laugh at. Is it going to be the same bullshit I just saw? No, it's going to be other bullshit that painstakingly ground my brain into mush.
Oh,
but come see me live.
But come see her live.
Yeah,
Go
but
see her
please,
live.
I beg of you, come see me
Is
live.
it Kelsey Cook Comedy? No.
It's just kelseycook.com.
KelseyCook.com.
But on social media, it's at Kelsey Cook Comedy.
That's why I said that. See, I'm
Oh,
smart.
yeah.
I'm smart to know. But KelseyCook.com. Go see her wherever she is on the road.
Yes.
Do not go see her boyfriend. No, I'm
go
kidding.
see
I'm
Chad.
kidding. Go see both of them, obviously.
Yeah.
But go to Kelsey Cook Comedy. Go watch the special. Enjoy it. Share it. We'll post it in the link in the description down below.
Thank
For
you.
people to watch. I appreciate you coming.
Thank you for having
Flew
me.
by. I love you. You're the best. You're
I
so,
love you
and I'm
too.
so
This was
happy that you.
fun.
She got out. She made it out. You got out.
To the Arctic tundra.
To the Arctic tundra. Go see her live. We end the show the same way. You look into that camera right there. You say one word or one phrase to end the episode. And remember, this is embedded in history for podcasting. So one word or a phrase, make it count. If you want to impart some wisdom or you just want to say one word, whenever you're ready.
I hate to ask this.
In here, we pour whisk, 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 whisk.
You were that creature in the ginger beard.
Sturdy and ginger.
Like vampires.